All right, welcome back, hedgers, to the hedge with Double D.
The Hedge with Double D.
Oh man, we got week 16, I believe we're now on in the NFL. We still got the bowl games in college. In fact, I think we'll still be doing I think like someone else is telling me what to do on my show. We're doing a bowl special and it's coming out sometime soon. And we're gonna have hopefully a bunch of guests on there. So Colin hopefully is gonna join us, talk a little Oregon out west, tell us how it's going out west. See if he can find some
Going
offense.
out west, baby.
I know,
Gonna
see
be
if he can
good.
find some
Gonna be
offense.
good.
As a fan of the Big Ten, oh, it'd be interesting. We're merging next year, so we'll see how that goes. That'll be interesting. But we're not talking college football. We're talking NFL. We're talking week 16. Right now it's Thursday night. This is gonna come out Friday, but Thursday night we got the man, who's playing right now? We got the Rams and the Saints going on right now. I took the DraftKings special. They boosted it up to plus 110 if you took either spread. So I took the Rams on the spread at plus 110, -4. So that's what we're cheering for. Let's go Rams. Yep. The Rams been playing well, especially lately, man. They're one out there getting healthy. Cooper Kupp's healthy. They're a good team. I think they're going to make that 6th or 7th playoff spot. Oh,
Dude, that was the biggest whiff that I had at the beginning of the season. I was super heavy on their under. And I think McVay saw their over under and was like, I'm about to make a whole bunch of Rams fans a lot of money.
seriously. I mean,
Did a hell of a honestly, I'd be curious to see what the well, I guess Houston would probably get it. D'Amico Ryans, like for coach of the year. I mean, McVay's gonna be at the, short end of the list. I think D'Amico Ryans probably still gets it.
Yeah, for them, I haven't even heard anyone talking about McVay in terms. I think like it's all just like the Rams are healthy, Stafford's playing good again, Cooper Kupp's healthy, and all of a sudden they got these two guys with Puka and Tutu. So this offense is really good all of a sudden. Like no one's even talking about like the defense is like I forget about Aaron Donald. Like this, it's all now all of a sudden all about the passing game, and they've got a good run game. So they're a good team. I'm afraid they're going to take the spot over the Packers since we can't beat any of these bad teams lately. So hopefully we beat the Panthers. But oh man, I've made money.
That was tough to watch.
Yeah, that was trash. I know. I didn't think we'd beat the Bucs. I bet against us and so we made money there. I bet against us on the Giants only emotionally because I thought we'd beat the Giants, and that was way worse of a loss.
Yeah, that was the most heartbreaking one of them all. I was like you. I didn't think that we beat the Bucs, but it's like, dude, you gotta get the Giants.
Yeah.
Tommy DeVito.
Forget about
that. Come
yeah.
on.
I know.
Gosh. His agent looks like he belongs on a pizza box.
He's a character. I feel like he's like playing a character. Like they had him on the Levitard show though, and he seems like a funny guy, good guy, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. Those are bad losses. But anyways, go Rams tonight. Hopefully they cover -4. We make a little money. Have a little house money to play with for the weekend. We got games on Saturday, Sunday, and a little Christmas Monday. 3 games. Ooh. Oh man. So Merry Christmas to us from the NFL, Santa Goodell. And I guess it'd be more like, Santa Goodell, yeah. Roger Claus. And thank you, NFL. So, all right, let's get into it. Marking it. 423. We got Bengals, Steelers, probably an ugly AFC North matchup. The over-under agrees at 38. Bengals -2.5. I don't think we've really been, I feel like I've been doing a lot of shows myself, at least recently. We haven't been getting together. So I didn't even welcome you, Colin. I'm glad you're back. I don't think you've been on since
thanks.
We had Jake Browning. I feel like we haven't talked about Jake Browning yet, so it's been a while. So I'm glad you're back. Good to have you. It's been a minute. What do you think about Jake Browning? He's going to take Joe Burrow's spot?
Nope, I don't think so. But he'll be a reliable backup for years to come, and I'm happy for him and his family for sure.
Seriously. Steelers falling apart. Looks like Tomlin is he officially going to go under? Let me look it up what their record is. He officially going to go under 800? They're 7-7, so not official. But it's looking like it. I think he's finally might hit under that 500 mark. The 8-8 mark is what I was thinking, but the 500 mark. Because honestly, I like the Bengals here. The Steelers are gonna have to play Mason Rudolph, I think, either him or
Yeah.
Trubisky. It's gonna be Rudolph, but either way, that's terrible. So I'm going with the Bengals -2.5. I would take the under here too, even though it's low. This seems like one of those ugly AFC North games, where it probably comes down to the last, possession or two. So, but I think it'll be the Bengals that come out on top. I love -2.5. I'm always going to take that. It's a great little line to get. So, what do you think about that? Are you with me on the Bengals and the under?
I think I am with you, and that means that we may be wrong on this one, that Tomlin has some magic.
That's true.
So I'm gonna switch that up and give me the Steelers +2.5.
Oh, okay.
Tomlin's, like you said, fighting for that maintaining the over 500.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I think to that point, I think the fact that Jamar Chase is going to be injured, and so a lot of the attention is going to be put on Higgins, and so I think it's a make or break in that regard. It's going to be pretty interesting. So I'll take the Steelers +2.5, under as well, under 38.5. I don't feel good about it, but I'd rather have 2.5 points added to my score than taken away in an AFC North game like this.
That's fair. Fair to say. When you think it's going to be low scoring, fair to take the points in general.
Yeah.
All right, so that's good. We've already got one we disagree on. It's a good way to start. All right, the other Saturday game, the Saturday night game, I think it's on like only on Peacock or something. And now you have to pay for Peacock. Wow. Unless Peacock wants to sponsor us, then like, yeah, man, of course you pay for Peacock. It's so good.
As a Peacock subscriber, my wife uses it often for all of the Bravo shows. So shout out to Bravo, shout out to Peacock for doing your thing.
Do your thing. You know what?
Movie.
Especially, yeah, I used to use it for sure. Where there was I don't remember what it was. There AP Bio was on there when we had it for like free for 3 things, but good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Bills Chargers. I'm gonna move it up. We'll keep it. We'll move it up to like 8, 10 because we didn't talk Bills Chargers yet. So Bills Chargers -12.5. Bills, in case you're wondering. Bills -12.5. Over under 44. It's at the Chargers. Oh man, this will be interesting. It's just the way I looked at DraftKings, but you'll notice the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, first 6 games are all road favorites, home doggies. I love a home doggy. And then the last 8 games are all home favorites. It's weird how it breaks down like that. So I don't know. But speaking of home doggies, I like the Chargers, home doggies, new coach, bounce back, Austin Eckler, 12.5 points is a lot. I like the Chargers, 12.5. Let's take it. Plus 12.5. Bam.
Chargers. I love it. I was thinking about that too, because it's like, just to have Brandon Staley not calling plays for you, that inherently has got to give you at least a field goal extra. And it's interesting. I think the Bills are probably the most fascinating team of the NFL, because at the beginning of the year, it's like, oh, they're probably going to be at the AFC Championship. And then 6 weeks into the season, are they even going to make the playoffs?
Dude,
now it's like, oh, are they actually the most dangerous team in the AFC? Yeah. So it's right back in there.
Another thing about us not talking for like 3 or 4 weeks. Last time we talked, we were literally saying like, oh, we were saying the Bears the Bills aren't as good. They're done, like we were saying, and now like since now we're talking again, they're like the hottest team, like the team you don't want to face. So yeah.
No, I mean it's the truth, and it's interesting. Like I do think what is going to be the bigger deal of losing Staley and also losing Keenan Allen, is that going to be able to like get you, only losing by a touchdown or only losing by 10 points.
Exactly.
So it honestly makes me nervous. I'll take Buffalo minus 12.5, but I would rather tease that down. If it was 9.5, that would be perfect. But give me minus 12.5. I think that they can, take care of business and get things done.
Yeah. Yeah, and I could see that. I mean, part of me is like maybe just like sell a bunch of points and take the Bills at like minus 16.5 because I could see them blowing them out, like minus 19. But
right,
like I said, new coach, it's always something bounce back crazy, something. And I guess 12.5 is a lot. I like the Chargers. They don't have Herbert, but the Chargers always play. They seem to always play like a touchdown, 7-8 point game. So we'll see. I'm banking on that. All right. Moving to Sunday. The Lions and the Vikings. Lions, another road favorite, -3, 47.5 total. That is the second highest for the weekend. You gotta like the Lions here. I mean, the Vikings.
agreed.
Yeah, I mean the Vikings. Maybe they'll have Jefferson back, but still, they're gonna be playing with Nick Mullins. Nothing scary there. Their running back, whatever Chandler put it together last week, or the offensive line. I don't know. The defense has been good, but the Lions kind of got it back together last week. I see them rolling here, -3. I like that. I see the Lions winning by like a touchdown.
I completely agree. I think this could honestly be one of the locks of the week. Detroit -3.
Yeah. All right.
And I think there's possibility too of a pretty easy over. And by easy, I mean like, 54 points or something
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah. No, I could see that. I could see the Lions, winning like 38-24 easily. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially I mean, either way, wherever it is, it's gonna be in a dome. So yep. All right. I think that's really all there is to say there. We both like the Lions.
That's all it is.
And we like a lot of points, so we like a lot of overs if you want to look at player props there too. So all right. All right. Packers, the next game I got on my list. Packers, Panthers. Packers need a win to stay in the playoff race. This game started at -4. I was watching it because I like to bet against the Packers sometimes, actually a lot of times this in the last 2 years when I think they're not very good. But I wanted to get as high as possible, and I figured -4 is way too low, and it's bounced up to -5, and I could see it going up to -5.5 maybe. I'm hoping to get that money line at like plus 200 before I put like $10 on the Panthers, so I'm at least win something if we lose. Because I think the Packers are going to win. Honestly, this might be a week I don't even bet against us because I feel like there's no way we lose. Another road favorite in the Packers, -5. Total's only 37.5, which is one of the lowest. I think it's the third lowest this week. I mean, I haven't looked at the injury report much of the Packers. Our defense is like always all questionable.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, I don't know, unless we can get what really matters if we can get Watson back. That's really the only thing that matters, it seems like, because he's a big difference. So if we can get Watson back, that'd be big. Either way, I think we win. And we should cover, man, unless the Panthers have another crazy like monsoon type of bad weather game. Which I'm not looking at the weather right now, but if it's normal, I think the Packers are going to put up points. They're going to win. The Panthers are bad. We've I don't know, man. The Packers, this should be a bounce back week. So I like the Packers -5. They should easily beat the Panthers, right?
Yeah, the only reason that I think someone is going to be taking the Panthers is just the fact that they don't really have anything to play for other than just chaos since they don't have their pick.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
could just be going all out and hey, let's just wreck some teams.
Yeah.
Um,
Do a fake
and
punt or something crazy. Yeah.
exactly, and it's like the bet on the Panthers is like, hey, they want to end the Packers'
Hmm.
playoff chances. I don't think that happens because we are talking about the Panthers. So give me 4.5 for the Packers. They are incredibly disappointing so many times when you expect them to be better than they are, and then vice versa. So it's been a frustrating year. A lot of injuries. You can definitely tell where there's a lot of missing pieces and stuff like that. But yeah, give me the Packers -4.5. Get right and try to get some luck for the next 2 weeks for sure.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, they basically have to win out, I feel like, because we're gonna have to beat the Vikings to take that last spot if the Rams are
Yeah.
gonna take the sixth spot. Um, and then hope the Seahawks lose a game or something. But speaking of the Seahawks, transition, Seahawks Titans. Um, Seahawks, another road favorite, -3.5 over the Titans. Titans really disappointed me last week. Really hurt me on a parlay. Those jerks. So ooh man, I don't know. I need to. Will Levis got hurt. I didn't. I looked. I didn't see him on the injury report from when I saw the little thing there, unless it was a bigger report that I didn't see. Uh, Either way, I don't know, man. I like the Titans. I feel like it's a little home doggy. Always, they're better, much better at home than they are on the road. And 3.5, they always. I feel like it's going to come down to a field goal. That's such a boring team to play against and watch. It's just like a succubus of Vrabel. So I'm taking Vrabel home doggy +3.5. I don't think they're gonna win, but I think 3.5 will take it. And the over under is 41.5. I don't know about that. So Colin, what do you think?
This is pure salt pick. Don't like watching the Titans
Yeah.
root against the Titans. I think it's just the Memphian in me. Seahawks -3. The biggest thing, honestly, is the under. I would take that under in a heartbeat. I'm surprised that this under isn't similar to um,
Okay.
the Steelers game, like 37.5, 38.5, something like that. So yeah, give me the under all day. And then I'll take the Seahawks -3. I could see myself getting disappointed whenever I do that to a home dog Vrabel team, but I'll live with it. I'll live with it.
All right. 11 with it. All right. So we're there we go. There's another place we differ there. So all right. Let's move on. That's enough talk of the Titans.
That's right.
All right. Browns, Texans. Browns -3, favored over the Texans. Last I saw, Stroud was not going to play. With that in mind, I'm taking the Browns. If Stroud does play, I mean, obviously this line's going to change. So, we're just going to take the Browns, assuming that Stroud is not going to play. The over-under's at 40. I'll probably take the under there too. A lot of 2017 games in the NFL this year. It seems like another one, but maybe less, more like 20, like 21 or 24-13 type of thing. So, but take the under. But I'm more confident. -3. Sorry, go ahead.
No, for sure. I'm right there with you. I actually have a lot of faith in the Browns. So give me -2.5. It would be completely flipped if Stroud was in there in terms of the. I think it'd probably be a pick if Stroud was in there. But Cleveland's defense is for real, and I think they have enough just defensive, just smothering this. Myles Garrett, you're going to get potentially a strip sack and have a couple, things turn their way. So give me Cleveland. I think it actually goes over, though, strangely enough. I think it's just kind of a weird game. But I wouldn't bet my life on that one. But yeah, give me -2.5 for the Browns. I know I'm picking a lot of favorites right now.
It's all right. We got a couple. Well, yeah. All right. Well, let's see here because the next one I'm taking a
Oh,
dog here. So,
I
oh,
think
here
I
we go.
know what
Let's,
you're about
oh,
to.
yeah, we finally are changing over to the home favorites. The rest of these are now home favorites. It's so weird how that lined up. Um, Colts, Falcons, Falcons -2.5. Why? Why are the Falcons -2.5? I don't get that at all
No.
to me, which scares me. I don't. It scares me when I'm like, well, that's crazy. But I'm gonna go with my gut. Trust myself. Seems like you're with me. We're taking the Colts +2.5.
Yes, and give me a little Jonathan Taylor's back. I mean, come on, what are we doing here? And the Minshew mania, it hasn't stopped, and it won't stop.
You know I'm all about that. And that's dude, they're better with him than they are with Richardson. Like, I mean, I'm all
Yeah,
about Minshew Mania, dude. They're gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna lose, but good for them. They're making the playoffs. So
that's right. That's right. Yeah, easy for me. It's easy 2.5. Plus points for the
hmm
Colts.
hmm take them on the money line. I'm sure you'll get like plus. I guess +2.5. You probably get like +130, +140.
FanDuel showing +114 right now.
14.
Yeah,
Wow. All right. Well, that's
that's
terrible.
FanDuel.
Yeah, but yeah, that's lower than I thought. But maybe you can find like a +120 out there. But yes, Colts +2.5. Maybe that 2.5 is like a -115 or something. Anyways, oh, whatever. All right. Commanders, Jets. I think we are. Oh no, this is the last of the 1 o'clock games, if from what I have. Oh man, I would not even talk
Yep.
about this game, but I saw the line -3. I'm guessing Zach Wilson's not going to play. He got a concussion, so they're going to play Simeon or Boyle. So I mean, it's terrible. I'm going to take the Commanders. I don't know. I don't know. They kind of seemed to put some stuff together at the end of the game last week, and they remembered Terry McLaurin's on their team, throw him the ball. So maybe that'll translate to this week, and they'll throw him the ball more, and they'll cover that +3. So I'm taking Commanders +3. Yeah, Commanders +3. What do you think? You are with me on the
Yeah,
another road dog?
I'm right there with you. The fact that the Jets defense have been playing so hard this whole year, when it was a hopeless cause, and
Mhm.
then the news with
Now it's a
I mean, we all knew that Rodgers wasn't coming back, but finally the news dropped that he's not,
yeah.
coming back. I think that kind of, you know, hey, this isn't happening.
hmm
So, um, I think the wind's out of the Jets' sails if they still had wind in the first place. Washington +3, I think I think it's a no-brainer.
hmm Yep. No, I think yeah. Honestly, all the like NFL players that they asked that about, like, is Rodgers going to come back? They were all like, no, that's stupid. And there's no way he's going to come back. And it was literally just him playing the media to stay in the media and keep his name out there as opposed to going away for a while because it was like he knew he wasn't coming back. That was all.
Dude, I think as soon as the Kelsey Taylor Swift thing broke, he's like, "How do I get back in
Yeah, yeah. Keep my name in there.
Monday block?"
hmm I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna come back. Yeah, exactly. All right, all right. Too much
I
talk
need
about
that Monday
who
8
wants.
block.
That's right. No more talking about him. McAfee does enough of it. So on to the 4 o'clock games. um, Jags, Bucks. Woo, what a game. Um, Bucks -3. Home favorite again, obviously. 40.5. Over under. I'm surprised the Bucks are favored by 3, unless there's an injury I don't know about on the Jags. So I'm gonna take the Jags, another road. Oh, man, another road doggy, taking them. Um, Baker Mayfield's playing really good though. Bucks are playing really good. But I feel like, that once you get to that point, this just seems to happen. You get to the point where now you're expected to play good. You don't play as good. You lose to a good team in the Jags. So taking the Jags +3. What are your thoughts?
I think the Jags are the most frustrating team
Yeah.
in the NFL. And this is coming from a Packers fan, so it actually has some weight to it. I feel like um, I thought that the Jags were going to be like a sneaky playoff team that could actually do some damage.
Mhm.
And now every time I see them, it's just more frustration. I'm taking the Bucs -3. I could totally get burned, but I've gotten burned so many times assuming that Jacksonville is going to be better than they are, and they fall flat. So yeah, give me the Bucs, man. Give me the Bucs -3.
All right. All right, good. Another disagreement. You know, disagreeals. All right. Cowboys, Dolphins. Dolphins -1 at home. Over under at 50 for the highest over under this week. Um, Dolphins offense is unstoppable at home. Oh man, Cowboys just had the letdown last week. I feel like that's just like what the Cowboys do. They win, then they have a big letdown and they lose, and they come back and win. Um, so I'm gonna take the Cowboys. I don't like it. I like the Dolphins a little bit. They're kind of my AFC team I cheer for. I like their color, their jerseys, a different color green, that I root for. Um, and now this year they're very fun to watch. So I hope the Dolphins win, but they haven't beaten anybody good this year. So until they beat somebody good, I have no reason to think they will. So I'm going to take the Cowboys +1. Might as well take the money line. So Cowboys +1. Man, I'm just all over these road dogs. So let me go 4 in a row for me. So what are you thinking?
Man, honestly, I'm kind of right there with you. I mean, my only kind of hesitation is if this is a chess match between two coaches, someone's playing checkers and the other one is playing chess. And Mike McCarthy is not the one that has the rooks, kings, and queens.
Yeah.
So from that perspective, it makes me lean Miami, but that Dallas defense, especially that Dallas, front seven, they're going to be able to pressure Tua very quickly. And I think if Tua can't get things out in, within 2 to 3 seconds,
Mhm.
he's going to have some problems. So I'm with you. +1.5. I could totally see us getting burned by this one. It is Dallas after all, but I think the defensive tag of it is just enough to make some changes. So Dallas +1.5.
All
That's
right.
what I'm rolling with.
All right. I think we're about to get cut off here. So we'll take a quick break. We'll come back and break down these last 5 games.
Sweet.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Hedge with Double D. Colin with me. Thank y'all for sticking with us. We got one more 4 o'clock game, Colin. Bears Cardinals. I feel like I've started on all of these, so I'll let you start on this. Bears -4 at home to the Cardinals. 43 over under. Who are you taking here?
I appreciate you giving me this one when this is the one that I feel least confident about. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
Um, the fact that the Bears have got a 4.5 point spread on anybody makes me a little bit nervous. I know that they've been playing better, but I just don't. A 4.5 favorite. Give me Arizona +4.5. Um, I don't feel rock solid about it at all. I'd personally rather tease that on the Bears side to 2.5. Because I think this is kind of a ugly little game. But give me Arizona +4.5. Otherwise, Bears -2.5.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a fart game. I would have crossed this off if I was looking ahead. I don't know, man.
Yeah.
This kind of I feel like how I felt about the Bears game last week with the Browns. It was kind of like I don't know. Oh man, I don't
You just
know.
got to think like, can Kyler Murray put enough together that gets the job done? And I think that he can.
Yeah.
Um, And so that's really where I kind of lie on it because I think they're very similar teams in that regard.
Yeah, yeah,
So give me the points as my framework on that.
yeah. The Bears are kind of hot lately. Um, Maybe they figured it out. I would like, if anything, I'd probably look more like at player props with like DJ Moore to get yards and maybe a touchdown. But I guess I'll take the Bears. Like you said, I'll probably buy this down at least to -3, but we'll take the Bears. Um, for our listeners, you'll hear me and Colin sometimes say different lines. He's looking at FanDuel, I'm looking at DraftKings, that's why. So DraftKings has him at -4. Um, man. I'm gonna take the Bears. Like I said, I'm gonna buy it down, like you said, to -2.5 just to be safe. But
Yeah.
might as well ride them while they're hot. So, and I think I'll take the over 43 points too. I think both teams will score some points.
I'm with you on that one, man. I think it's actually going to be a kind of just to blind people in the dark kind of thing. So
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see what happens.
All right. All right. Sunday night. Ooh, Patriots Broncos, exciting. Um, Broncos minus.
Can this game get canceled? Is there a
Yeah.
possibility of that?
This is the lowest total over under at 34. Broncos are favored -7. Um, uh, I mean, 7's an annoying spread there. And the Broncos are playing a lot better recently. So, I mean, like, I definitely think the Broncos will win. I would much rather get like a -6, -5.5. But so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy the Broncos down to -6 and take the Broncos at -6. Um, Man, 34. That's so ugly though. That's like one of those that makes you want to take the Patriots if it's going to be that low of a scoring of a game. But I could also see it being like a 17-7. So I'm gonna take the Broncos -6. I'm not gonna, and I don't like this game at all. So what do you think?
Yeah, I mean I was thinking about the Patriots +6.5 because Ramondre Stevenson's coming back, so I think that they'll be able to establish their run game a little bit more. They are in the Mile High City, so obviously that bodes well for Denver, but it is also a Belichick team, so you got that on it. I don't really like it either way personally. So give me the Patriots +6.5. I'd rather have the points than not. And I just don't trust Russell Wilson this season. And so, not that I trust, the Patriots, quarterback situation at all. But I think with Ramondre Stevenson hey, trust in Zappy.
Yeah.
I do think though that Ramondre Stevenson coming back is gonna at least help them actually, move the sticks a little bit. So yeah, give me +6.5.
Okay.
It could be a 6-9, loss, but that's still a win. So
Okay. All right. You froze for a second there. Did you say a 6-9 loss?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I mean, that's what I was thinking when I was thinking about the Broncos. Like they could win 6-0 or.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
So.
Literally.
All right. Well, let's just move past it. That's a bad game. All right. Christmas games. Woo.
Ugly.
Fun stuff. Like we were talking earlier off camera, taking over the NBA, trying to push them out of the way. First game, Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs -10 at home. Like I said, all the rest of these are home favorites. Normally, I feel like ever since Mahomes has taken over with the Chiefs, they've just like destroyed the Raiders, or then they put up a bunch of points against them. But the Raiders are finally different. They got a different coach now, so I think they'll play a different defense, I would imagine. So I'm going to take the Raiders +10. and I'm going to take the under. I'm almost more confident in the under. I love the Chiefs under this year. It's a trend I've been playing a lot and hitting a lot. I don't know the stat right now anymore, but they hit the under a lot. So taking under 41 total, Chiefs plus, I mean, Raiders plus 10. What do you think about that?
Yeah, honestly, I like the pick. I'll I think the Chiefs, like, kind of trying to tease that down if you can. The I think the thing that's working for the Chiefs, I know this sounds corny, but the fact that it's, you know, they're at home, it's, Christmas Day, it's the Christmas weekend that they're preparing, and that they're preparing at their house. I
Yeah.
think that is a little positive thing. Does that mean that, maybe point favor? No.
Yeah.
But with that being said, yeah, with that being said, I just I don't like it either way. Let's say that this is the Chiefs get right game. Give me -10. I don't feel good about it. I'd rather have that to just like a touchdown, but there's not enough value in that one. So give me -10 the Chiefs, man.
I think I'd feel better buying the Raiders up to like plus 11 and a half than buying the Chiefs down, honestly.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair enough. You just got to think at a certain point the Chiefs are gonna just like, it's kind of that old history of like they've got to just put it together at some point.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since Kelsey has gotten in the end zone. Also, so I think that if you're gonna
Oh, you froze on me.
-10, throw in anytime TD for Kelsey, and Rice has been playing really well too. So be that, take that info as you will, but yeah, give me the Chiefs -10.
Okay. I like the Kelsey touchdown actually, because like you said, he's had a little bit of a drought. Always good to catch him on a drought.
Yeah.
Especially against the Raiders, he scores. So I mean, but I still know I like the Raiders. I like my +10. I like Kelsey to score, and I like the under. That could be a hell of a same game
Yeah.
parlay.
That's a lot of points. That is a lot of points, which makes me think that Vegas knows something that we don't, that it could just be an absolute blowout.
Christmas
Um,
massacre.
Yeah, literally. So yeah, Chiefs -10.
All right. Well, oh man. Let's go on to the Giants Eagles. Eagles minus, man. These are big spreads for, yeah.
Big spreads.
13.
Do you think Tommy DeVito is going to accept a 13.5 point spread?
Dude, I mean the Eagles have been like, okay, and the Eagles have been on their team. They've lost like 3 straight. They're on the down slope, but at home against old Tommy D and the Giants seems like a good get right game. It's only a 43 total. I think that's because I don't think the Giants are going to score much. Um,
Yeah.
oh man, I can't believe the Seahawks beat the Eagles last week. That hurt me too.
Yeah.
Man, 13 and a half is a lot. I hate that spread. I think the Eagles definitely win. I think they kick ass kind of. So I'm gonna take that 13 and a half. Giants, I mean, they just got destroyed by the Saints on the road. So I think the Eagles get right game, take it to the Giants, beat them by like 20 points. And I think this will not be a good game. Your turn.
I would honestly tease up the Philly where you're in the plus money, where you're, is that 14.5 that does it? Is it 15.5 that does it? I'd stop it at 16.5. I do think it's an absolute rout. The Tommy DeVito thing it was fun for a minute, but the Eagles, it's kind of silly that you call it a kitchen sink game, but the fact that now Patricia is your defensive coordinator, that doesn't bode. That's not great in my opinion. I would take the over on this one. I think this is just a lot of points in multiple directions. And with the Giants, it's just them falling into it because Patricia's on the other side calling the plays. So Philly, take the the minus 13.5 via FanDuel. Tease it up if you need to. And I'll take the over as well. But yeah, they got to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked about Kelsey. Brown is going to have to, go ham as well.
Yeah.
So.
No, yeah, he could use a big game for sure. I was thinking you might say Goddard. He hadn't done anything in weeks. He's been on my bench ever since he got hurt, and I picked up Jake Ferguson from the Cowboys, and he's been like top 5 tight end. And I haven't put Goddard back in.
Well, hell, I mean, even Devontae Smith. I mean, you think that he's gonna, get a little bit, break him off a little something. So, I'm curious to see.
I know. So they need, someone's got to step up. All right. Eagles minus 13.5. Yeah, because even Hurts needs a big game. Like he needs a couple of those big plays from Brown or Smith. Some of those one of those slants or something taken to the house.
Do you think this is actually? I've got a question for you. Do you think that if Philadelphia has a huge statement win, 3 touchdown victory, do you think that vaults him into the MVP?
I hope not. I mean, you kind of broke up there, but I got what you were saying. Yeah, will Hurts be the MVP front runner again? I don't think he deserves it. He's only is in there because he has all those 1-yard touchdown runs, for which any quarterback can do. He does not deserve MVP. I mean, honestly, this is the year a quarterback should not win MVP. So hopefully, someone like Tyreek Hill wins. So, or what?
Sorry. Or McCaffrey.
Yeah. Because Purdy, I don't know. He doesn't deserve it either. So he's been great, but I don't think he's the MVP.
No.
Yeah. Speaking of Purdy, transition. Ravens, 49ers, and McCaffrey. 49ers minus 5.5. Woo. 49ers. I told y'all earlier, they're the team I put $50 on at the very beginning of the year to win it all, plus 1,000. Colin, I can cash out for like $149 right now. I should let it ride though, right? See if I can build it up to like 250 before.
Let it ride, man.
Maybe let it ride all the way to Super Bowl.
Yes.
The team to beat. They're the best odds right now, actually, if you look at it. So.
Oh, 100% let it ride. And I think this is like it's pretty telling of what Vegas thinks about the 49ers, at the fact that they are 5.5-point favorites to the best AFC team. It's really, really interesting. I think that for me, the 49ers minus 5.5, that's a lock. I don't, unless Lamar can totally turn into Superman at any point. So you're going to need a, superhuman effort from him. He can definitely do it. But I think the 49ers, offense is just so, dynamic with so many playmakers. Their defense is so intricate in so many different ways. And I think that they're going to really make Lamar have to, go through his weaknesses to beat the 49ers. And I just don't think that he's going to be able to do that. So, 49ers minus 5.5. Yeah.
Oh, man. I do think the 49ers are the better team. I think they'll, oh, man.
Oh, do it. Do it.
I think I like the Ravens here. I was listening to Mina Kimes. She was saying the way you beat the 49ers is you got to have good linebackers, and the Ravens have like the best linebackers right now. So I think that's how you stop McCaffrey. That's how you stop Debo. That's how you lessen them. I don't know, slow them down. So I'm taking the Ravens plus 5.5, and I'm taking under the 47 total because if the Ravens are going to hold them, it's going to be a lower scoring game. It's going to be the 49ers have a sloppy offense. Purdy can't get things going because the linebackers are all over the place. Then Lamar has a little Lamar magic and keeps him within the 5.5 there. So I'm taking the Ravens and the under 47. Bam.
I like it. I like it. Honestly, I was thinking, I was like, I'm gonna pull some magic out here and say Baltimore, but it just I can't. Man, the 49ers. I mean, they had that little 3-week window where it was like, oh, is something wrong? And it's like, oh no, they're
Yeah,
actually
it was just Debo
so,
was hurt. Yeah,
uh,
yeah, yeah. McCaffrey was hurt. That's the only thing that's going to stop him. That's what I think. So, like in the
if
playoffs,
you
what?
Yeah, what is your final four for the playoffs right now, if you had to say?
Yeah, right now, the 49ers have to be. It's here for the NFC.
Yep.
Let's pull it up. For the NFC, it's definitely got to be the 49ers. And the AFC, I feel like you got to think the Ravens, but I just I don't trust the Chiefs right now. Let me pull up the standings here. So, I got so Baltimore, Miami, Kansas City. I like, and then the NFC. Okay, definitely San Francisco, and then it's really between Philadelphia, Dallas, Detroit. I don't trust Detroit. I guess, man, it's really between Dallas and Philly on the NFC. So I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really trust either of them right now. It's basically San Francisco, probably Philly, and then on the AFC. Man, I want to say Miami, but again, I haven't seen them beat anybody really. So probably gonna say Baltimore. You gotta say Kansas City, but I kind of want to say Cleveland. Um, they just now that they've got Flacco
Yes,
in there, baby. I kind of want to say Baltimore, Cleveland.
dude. I love that. I love that. Yes.
I don't know if that can happen or if Cleveland would have to play Baltimore.
Dude,
But
I want that to happen so bad. I
okay.
think that would be awesome. I think it really is like the Super Bowl is like the 49ers and then whoever makes it out of, the trash heap that's the AFC. Not
Yeah.
trash heap.
Yeah. Dude, especially we all thought the AFC was so much better than the NFC at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone just so different. So yeah, I mean, dude, I like Cleveland. I mean, Otherwise, I don't trust Jacksonville, and I don't trust Kansas City, and I don't trust Miami. So, not that I super trust Cleveland, but Cleveland just gets it done. They've got the defense. They've got enough of an offense. Joe Flacco, baby, he's been there, done that. Again, we
Look at
went
him go.
against the Ravens. That'd be great.
Oh, that would be unbelievable.
Oh
It would
man.
be even better if he just like absolutely just like, Hail Mary at the very end to win it too.
At Baltimore in the AFC Championship. Oh man, dude. I mean, like it would be because I mean, even when he comes back, the fans would there's no way they could boo him because he didn't leave on bad terms and all of a sudden he's back. Yeah.
No.
Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be great. And then the NFC, you have the Packers, obviously. So then but yeah, no, it's I don't see any of the the only wild card team in the NFC I could see doing anything is the Rams. We kind of talked about it earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't trust anyone else. It'd be the Ram. I don't trust the Vikings or the Seahawks or the Packers. So, oh man. Well, all right. Did you give me your top four? Did you kind of have the same as mine?
Yeah, I mean, it would be Dallas 49ers on the NFC side, and
Awesome.
then the Ravens and the Bills
Oh, the
on the
Bills.
AFC side. But yeah, I love the Cleveland pick. I think that's the Sharky pick.
I see. Yeah.
I'd pick your I'd pick your side over my side. I like that.
Yeah,
I
dude,
like that a
the
lot.
Bills, though, dude, the Bills are the hot team. The Bills are the scariest team that I would not want to face if they make the playoffs for sure. I would not want my team.
Exactly. I think the fact that no, no.
Yeah. the team you most want to face in the playoffs. So we're looking at like the 5 through 9 right now would be, if Pittsburgh can make it, it would be them. Otherwise, probably the Colts, I guess. And then on the NFC,
Or the Jags.
yeah, honestly, maybe. And then on the NFC, you gotta say the Vikings, or whoever wins the NFC South. Actually, it's whoever wins the NFC South. But and then the Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna be either Dallas or Philadelphia going to like Tampa Bay or New Orleans, and they're definitely gonna be the favorite going into there. Yep. So, oh man, this is gonna be a good week. It's a lot of good games this week. We've got a lot of what do we got? Winning, a lot of teams with winning records playing against each other this week, which is kind of hadn't happened a lot this year. There's been so much 500 teams. So,
Yeah.
oh man, let's go. Good games. All right, Colin. I gotta wrap it up.
Hey man.
Good to have
All
you.
right, brother.
Talk to you. Good to see you.
Yeah, we got to get Sweet Tea back in the mix for a little NBA session.
Me too. We're gonna try to get together, maybe have a little Christmas, get it out before Christmas Day or even on Christmas morning. Basketball talk. The season has begun. A lot of people
That's right.
aren't following yet, but they need to be, because yeah, it's really begun now. Ja Morant's back.
That was so much fun.
Yeah,
so much fun.
He told us all
this
too.
Season has not been fun for a Grizzlies fan, but that night was absolutely awesome.
Worth it, yeah. No, and now here we go. Now they got
I saw them win one of their 7 games when they played Portland at the beginning of December. So that was November.
That's right, when they came to Portland. Yeah, you told me that. Yeah, nice.
Yeah,
Lillard, not the Bucs and Lillard not meshing like we were kind of hoping they would. So, but we'll see. We'll talk it all about that later, coming up soon. All right.
Bang, bang.
Thanks for sticking with us. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, everything. I think we'll talk to y'all before the New Year's. But anyways, if we don't, Happy New Year. Thank y'all for watching. Bet responsibly. Let's win some money. Buy another Christmas present for your sweetie after we win some money this weekend. So a little post-Christmas present.